Number 1 says 1 hour equals how many seconds? So we know in 1 hour, there's 60 minutes. And we know in 1 minute, there's 60 seconds. So for each minute, there's 60 seconds. We have 60 minutes in an hour. We have to do 60 times 60. Ignoring the zeros for a second, 6 times 6 is 36. Add those 2 zeros back. 1 hour equals 3,600 seconds. So now I want to know how many seconds are in 1 day. So if we know in 1 hour there's 3,600 seconds, there's 24 hours in a day. We have to multiply 3,600 by 24. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 0 is 0. 4 times 6 is 24. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 is 14. Moving on to the 2, we have to add our 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Add them together. 0 plus 0 is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0. 4 plus 0 is 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 1 plus 7 is 8. So there are 86,400 seconds in 1 day. Number 2 says the dimensions of a standard basketball court are 31 1/3 yard by 16 2/3 yard. What is the area of a basketball court? So we know area equals length times width. Again, since the length is 31 1/3 and the width is 16 2/3, we have to multiply them together. Equals, we'll say B for basketball court. And then to actually solve it, we can change them into mixed numbers or do an area model. For this one, I'm going to do an area model. So we have to break up our whole number and our fraction. So we have 31 1/3 when we have 16 2/3. So we have 31 times 16, 16 times 1/3, 31 times 2/3, and then 1/3 times 2/3. So now to solve it, 31 times 16, 6 times 1 is 6, 6 times 3 is 18, put a 0, 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 3 is 3, add them together, 6 plus 0 is 6, 8 plus 1 is 9, 1 plus 3 is 4. So in the first box we have 496. Then 16 times 1/3, 16 times 1 is 16, 3 times 1 is 3, 16 thirds, 31 times 2 is 62 over 3, and then 1/3 times 2/3, 1 times 2 is 2, 3 times 3 is 9. And then we add them all together. So 496 plus 16 thirds plus 62 thirds plus 9. So since I have thirds, I'm going to change them into ninths so I can easily add them. 3 times 3 is 9. 16 times 3. 6 times 3, 18. 3 times 3 is 1. Plus 1 is 4. So this becomes 48 ninths. 62 over 3 we also have to change to ninths. 3 times 3 is 9. 62 times 3 is 186. And now we need to add them all together. So 496 plus 48 over 9 plus 186 over 9 plus 2 over 9. So 48 plus 2 is 50. 186 plus 50. 8 plus 5. 13 is 496 and 236 over 9. Or 236 divided by 9. 9 goes into 23. 2 times. Subtract. Bring down. 9 goes into 56. 6 times, which is 54, which means there's 2 left over, which would be 2 ninths. So now we have to add 496 plus 26. 6 plus 6 is 12. 9 plus 1 is 10 plus 2 is 12. So our answer, after all of that work, is 522 and 2 ninths. If you want to do it with improper fractions, that's fine too, whatever way is easiest for you to multiply mixed numbers. Number 3 says, write a situation in which you might want to know the volume of a rectangular prism. So a situation in which I might want to know the volume of a rectangular prism is if I am packing for a trip. So if you think about a suitcase, it is a rectangular prism, and if I need to know how much I can fit in it, I would need to know the volume of it. Next, number 4 says, write a number with a 7 in the 10 millions, a 2 in the billions, 900 thousands, 3 ones, and 5 thousands. Write a 4 in all other places. So, in the 10 millions, here's our millions, here's our 10 millions, we need a 7. We need a 2 in the billions, which is right here. 900,000, here's our 100,000s. 3 ones, 5 thousands, and a 4 everywhere else. Then it says write it in words. So 2 billion, 400, 74 million, 900, 45,000, 443. In the last one, says use the table to write the ordered pairs and then plot each point on a grid and draw a line to connect them. So we have 0, 0, 1, 1/4, 2, 2/4, 3, 3/4, and then 4, 1. So then it wants us to plot the points. So 0, 0, 1 up 1/4, 2, 2/4, 3, 3/4, 4, 1. And it wants you to draw a line to connect your points.